Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Sycamore, Ohio. For tonight's matchup, this N10 rivalry matchup between the Seneca East Tigers and the home team, Mohawk Warriors. I'm Nate Mullins on the call with Tommy Hall. We've got Jacob Ellis on the camera today. Thanks for tuning in here with us on Heart of Ohio Sports. We appreciate your patience as we get started here at the start of the bottom of the first inning as Mohawk went 1-2-3 in the top half of the first. Tommy, welcome to the broadcast. Thanks for tuning in here with us, and thanks for joining us on this broadcast, partner.
Oh, it's a little bit of a blustery day out, but it's a beautiful day for baseball nonetheless between these two N10 rivals, the Mohawk Warriors and the Seneca East Tigers, and we're in the Commonwealth of Sycamore for this one. Like you talked about, 1-2-3, bang, bang goes the Seneca East Tigers at the top of this inning after 3 hits, all led to an out, and now the Mohawk Warriors are going to lead off the bottom of the first here. And Nate, I couldn't be more excited to be with you for this one as, again, already this 2025 campaign rounding out. We're getting ready for tournament play. But before then, again, we got some key league matchups that we're bringing to you live and paywall free right here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
We've still got some regular season broadcasts to get through, and we'll start tournament broadcasts later this week as softball tournament play is underway here in Ohio. And here we have the start of the bottom half of the first inning. And that one's in there for a strike. It's 1-1 here on Hunter Haynes, who leads off the top half, or the bottom half of the first for Mohawk. This one fouled at the plate. It's 1-2. Tommy, you want to go through our prep sheet here as talk about these teams the last time they were each in action and how they're doing so far on the season?
A little bit of discussion there at the plate. But yeah, tonight, Mohawk coming into tonight 16-3. 9-2 in league play against the middle of the road Seneca East Tigers, 10-11, 6-7 here in league play as well. The last game, Seneca East, they've been a little bit on the downside, struggling with a 3-game losing streak. They lost to Crestview on Saturday, 6-5. And these Mohawk Warriors, again, they're cooking with gas as we get ready for tournament play. 4-game winning streak for these Warriors. They were able to dispatch Hopewell Loudon 2-1. And then, of course, these guys just played about a week ago. Seneca East, 8-5 Mohawk in that one. So the Warriors looking for a sweep.
And a leadoff walk for Hunter Haynes will put a runner on first with nobody out as Owen Patrizzi strolls to the plate. Tommy, he had one heck of a catch on Saturday morning. That was actually the afternoon at that point because it was to end the game against Hopewell Loudon to seal that win. Snagged it out of midair. A jumping, diving catch at second base. This one bunted cleanly down the first base line. What a bunt by Owen Patrizzi. Beautifully done. I don't think you can do it any better than that, folks.
Well, as we always say, Owen Patrizzi makes it look easy as a bunt puts a man on first and moves Haynes over to second base. There are no outs thus far in this bottom of the first inning. I want to thank you for joining us, folks, one more time. As the pre-game show is brought to you by Xcaret Mexican Restaurant. Our keys to the game will be brought to you by Lee's Floor Covering. As for, again, Mohawk riding this wave of momentum, some keys to those games tonight presented by Lee's Floor Covering. Mohawk, they're going to have to play some solid defense. They're hitting the wrist. As you just seen already, they already got a nice hit to lead off. Then the bunt with 2 on now. Here comes the pitch. It's another bunt, and it's going to roll foul along the first baseline. Elkert able to field that before it went foul.
Our pitch cam got taken out by something. I don't know what's going on out there, but we'll try to get it working here.
Yeah, it's a windy one, so control on the mound is going to be paramount today as well. Showing the bunt again. Oh, this time a little bit of an error by Elkert. Now we'll load the bases. No outs. Bases loaded here in the bottom of the first, Nate.
That'll bring up Caden Bish. And I'll tell you what, folks, this is exactly what you want to start the game if you're the Warriors here in front of the home crowd. Load them up with nobody out.
Error behind home plate. And it's going to bring Hunter Haynes in and move Patrizi over to third. Now with runners on second and third, the Warriors plate one to take the lead. And they still have no outs, Nate.
Still nobody out. Runners now at second and third. And that one just got away from the catcher. I tell you, these Warriors, they're just so alert on the base paths. They're so high IQ, as that one takes it right off the dome. Thank goodness for the helmet there. But now it's going to load the bases back up with nobody out. For Andon Klaus. Still nobody out, and this is dangerous territory here if you're the Tigers. You've got to come up with a couple of clutch outs here. This one in the dirt. Nice way to dig it out there and keep it in front of him by Colton Ayersman. Doesn't get any easier for these Tigers, as tomorrow they'll host the Tornadoes, Tiffin Columbian, over in Attica. We'll be there for the softball game, as it's now a 2-0 count, and we've got a mound visit here. Of course, all mound visits brought to you by our friends at Kuhn Sales and Service. As they're going to talk things over here, try to get on the same page. You got to think this isn't the way they wanted to start this one, obviously, but
no,
there's a way to salvage this.
You've had bases loaded. You had the error behind home plate, which allowed Mohawk to get one run. Now you're sitting there. You give up another base with the hit by the pitch, giving up 2 balls to start this one. You just gotta shake it out.
Just got to shake it off.
Be a little T Swift.
1-0 Mohawk, no outs. You're in the bottom of the first. This one chopped foul down the third baseline. A lot of baseball, softball this week, as we're here in Sycamore for this one today. We'll be in Attica for Seneca East softball and Tiffin Columbian tomorrow. Swung on and missed. Nice pitch there. Took a little bit off of it. Had him out in front. And then we'll be back in at Tornado Field on Wednesday as the Tornadoes host Liberty Benton. Try to get him chase that one down low, but it's now a full count. 3-2.
Full count, bases loaded.
Nowhere to put him. That's a good observation there, Barry. Both teams wearing black today. This one swung on and fouled straight back. Oh, and all the way into the field.
Just missed somebody's game. I was looking out. Somebody was. They talk about game. It's a jam here by the Tigers. Bases loaded. He sends this one careening out to center field.
Center fielder camps under it to make the first out, and the throw cut off. And it'll be 2-0 Mohawk.
Sky high sac fly to center field brings Patrizi in. Allows the Warriors to go up 2-0 here, Nate.
But that's a big out there if you're Seneca East, because now third base is open. So you got to force it anywhere on the infield here. This one grounded foul down the third baseline.
That one looked like it bounced off his glove to make it go foul.
Right off the heel, yeah.
How's that work?
Well, if he's in foul territory when he touches it, then it's foul.
That's why you're the master. That sends that one.
A nice pitch there to Ben Bogner. It sure would be nice if whoever's doing the game changer for Seneca East would update the stuff, get it going, because I'd love to be able to know what this kid's name on the mound is. Because when Game Changer lists the kids, they only list their last name when you're the opposing team. Obviously, they don't care about the kid's first name on the opposing team, you know, Tommy? They're just listing the names because they want them in the roster, you know, to fill it out. But whoever's doing the Seneca East portion of Game Changer is just not updated it since the game started. There's no roster, there's no information, there's no nothing. But it's live.
Yeah, I had to screenshot what I thought was the current roster and then realized it wasn't. Had the page
I have the roster in front of me.
Had the page pulled up.
Let's see here. This is Brady Bloom on the mound. Would help if I pulled out the papers I printed off. With this wind, I was like, sheesh. I don't know if I could even use them. That one inside to Bogner. 1-2 the count here. One out. Runners at first and second here in the bottom of the first. And that one outside.
You see with the grip by Bogner and just where he's got his placement on that, you know where he wants to put this one at, Nate.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely.
Just a little bit off. This one be
throw down to second is not in time. Whew, that was close. That was a close play.
Placing this right where the guy's leading off at.
Hey, there we go. This one hit into right center field. It's going to get down for a base hit. They're going to wave one runner around. And that'll be a 1 out, 1 RBI double for Ben Bogner. Nice piece of hitting there. And it's now 3-0 Mohawk.
And unabashed by the challenge of sending it out to center field there, Nate. I mean, again, you only have the one out, so again, if it does get you the sac fly, so be it. But Bogner, that one lands for him, gets a nice double, and now the Warriors with a 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. As it was a quick start to this one, Nate. The elements and Mother Nature going a little wild. Must not have got flowers from Mother's Day.
Yeah, I guess so. She's feisty today. Bloom comes into this one with a 3-2 record, .81 ERA on the season, just 4 earned runs allowed all year and 34 innings pitched. And he's given up a couple here in the bottom of the first. Oh, nice pitch there as he snaps that one in there for a strike. That one up high. 1-2 the count now. Caleb Bish at the plate, swings and misses at that one in the dirt. Catcher digs it out, throws it down to first for out number 2. Runners will have to stay where they're at. That's a big out there, Tommy. And it helps kind of settle you down now. You get 2 outs. They'll bring up, let's see, Braylon Mulholland.
Oh, geez.
That one
zings right past,
brushed him back
for ball 1. Doesn't have to worry about shaving in the morning. That one got him clean to the jaw there, the Gillette man.
Warriors in a battle with the Upper Sandusky Rams for that top spot in the N10. This one hit in between short and third base, right under the glove of the shortstop. The throw to the plate is in time. He got him at the plate. What a throw from the left fielder. And Ayersman able to apply the tag there. They do score another run. It's 4-0 Mohawk, but wow. Could have been worse there, Tommy. And that's the end of the first inning.
The Warriors off to a great start here. Live from Sycamore, we want to thank you once again for joining us here on Heart of Ohio Sports, live and paywall free.
I thought they scored a run.
We want to thank our sponsors real quick, Nate. We want to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, National Machinery, Hope and Fostoria, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, UIS Insurance and Investments, Lee's Floor Covering, Vicek Orthodontics, Kuhn Sales and Service, the Ohio National Guard, Feasel Frame and Collision, and Simonis
Detailing,
LLC.
That one's a hard one.
All great sponsors bringing you high school baseball live and paywall free right here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Hunter Haynes on the mound took just 7 pitches to get through the first inning, Tommy. And he sat him down in order. 7 pitches, 6 of them for strikes. And I tell you what, he's been pretty impressive this year, as his numbers reflect that. 3-1 record with a 2.07 ERA, 21 strikeouts in 27 innings pitched. Just 8 earned runs allowed, 9 walks.
Throw it out in a second.
Pretty impressive right there.
That'll start top of the second inning here, Nate. Yet the Mohawk Warriors in the lead, 4-0. For those Seneca East Tigers, I mean, they came out swinging. They were able to get a couple hits, but the great defense that we talked about by the Warriors. The first one in there for a strike.
This one.
Oh, grounder. Along the third base line, they get him at first.
Little nubbler there.
Little nubbler.
Down the third base line. Get him right on the nub of the bat.
Yeah, another hit for the Tigers that we talked about. They came out swinging in this one, Nate. But great defense by the Mohawk Warriors, like we talked about for those leads, floor covering keys to the game. Nothing's changed for these Seneca East Tigers. Be aggressive on the base pass, and then you're pitching. Again, that was a long, exhausting first inning, but you got to expect to go deep into these games, Nate.
Absolutely, and you got to if you want to have any kind of success against these Warriors. You got to get your pitcher deep into the game. As Brady Bloom flies out to center field for the second out.
Erstman comes up to the plate as the Warriors now have a chance to put all three down, Nate.
Once again, those keys to the game brought to you by our friends at Lee's Floor Covering. Boy, these Tigers are coming up swinging. But unfortunately, it's ending up right into the glove of the Warriors as Mohawk makes quick work of the Tigers once again here in the second inning. 1-2-3, go Seneca East. As we head to the bottom half of the second inning, we'll step aside, take a quick timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. At Kuhn Sales and Service, we've got everything you need for outdoor power, sales, parts, and repairs. Family owned and operated since 1979, our friendly, knowledgeable team is here to help you find the perfect equipment, no matter the season. Make Kuhn Sales and Service your first stop for outdoor power equipment. You'll be glad you did. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
All right, welcome back to Warriors Field here in Sycamore, Ohio. Nate Mullins and Tommy Hall on the call with you here today on a beautiful Monday evening. Beautiful in quotations.
I think this is definitely one of our traditions during the spring. Monday Night Baseball.
That's right.
Here on Heart of Ohio Sports, Nate Mullins, Tommy Hall, the OG crew.
Jacob Ellis doing a great job on the camera today for us.
Bereaving the elements. He was scrambling while you were gone, and he did a great job of getting everything and performing under duress.
Can't thank him enough for everything he does for us because, I mean, he's filling in on last minute here.
Yeah, we want to send our thoughts out to Austin Rodriguez and her family. She definitely would have loved to be here tonight with us.
Oh, absolutely.
So again, our thoughts with her.
So my apologies for the sky camp tonight. It's not much of a sky camp. It's going to be more like a catcher or let's say a backstop camp today because the rain prevented me from wanting to put a camera up and out exposed to the elements. So we'll get a look at the sky cam brought to you by Hope in Fostoria here.
Little J.D. Salinger, catcher in the sky.
Yeah.
Cam.
Our pitch cam is obstructed at the moment. There's something obstructing it out there. I'll have to go out and make an adjustment at some point if we want to get that back into the fold because I'm not picking up the pitcher. So there's not much of a point in going to that camera.
I'm also holding down the tent.
Yeah, you're doing a great job, Tommy. You're doing double duty here.
Yep. If this announcing gig doesn't work out, I got a nice future as a block for to hold down a tent weight.
I'm sure a tent rental company could use you for sure.
Flood bag. That's what they called me in high school.
This one swung on, fouled off to the right, and oh, nice play by the first baseman.
Yeah, Elkert comes up.
Able to range over and make the play.
Catching foul territory.
Elliot Elkert able to put that one away for the Tigers. Out number 1.
Elliot Elkert. I like the alliteration. Stan Lee named him.
That does sound like a comic book name, doesn't it?
Bruce Banner. Peter Parker. Elliot or Elliot Elkert.
That one just a bit outside there. Hunter Haynes at the plate. Top of the order here for the Warriors, as he drew a walk back in the first and came around and scored a run. Haynes, an impressive 509 average on the season, 29 hits and 57 at-bats.
Does that wind whipping up, makes that command a little hard, 3-1 count.
And that one misses. I thought that might have nicked him a little bit there, Tommy, but either way, it was ball 4. We'll go over starting lineups here in just a moment, brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments, as hopefully the wind dies down so I can keep these papers under control long enough to get through the starting lineups.
Paperweight producer, what can't you do?
Paperweight producer. Yep, that's about what I am. That's a great nickname right there. Pitch out, throw down to first. Not in time. Go through the starting lineup for the Mohawk Warriors here. Starting lineups brought to you by our friends at UIS Insurance and Investments. Batting leadoff, the pitcher, Hunter Haynes. Currently at the plate. Batting in the 2-hole, Owen Patrizzi, the second baseman, as that one goes up and over his head and straight to the backstop. And the runner will make his way from first to second. Lance Frankert, the catcher, batting in the 3-hole. Caden Bish, the third baseman, batting cleanup. Andon Klaus, the first baseman, batting 5th. Ben Bogner, the center fielder, batting 6th. Caleb Bish, the shortstop, batting 7th. Braylon Mulholland, the right fielder, batting 8th. And Levi Teal, the left fielder, batting 9th. It's your starting lineup for the Mohawk Warriors.
Can't thank UIS Insurance and Investments enough for bringing you that starting lineup. As Patrizzi goes down swinging, we've still got Haynes over there on second, able to throw after the error behind first, or behind home plate there.
This might take me a little bit longer to get through this one. This one hit to short. Shortstop up with it. Throws it over to first, and a nice play there by Nicholas Parks to end the top half, or to end the inning here in Sycamore. After 2, it's 4-0 Mohawk. We'll step aside, take a quick timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
For over 150 years, National Machinery in Tiffin has been setting the standard in metal forming technology. Our innovative cold forming machinery is trusted by industries worldwide, from automotive to aerospace. We pride ourselves on delivering top quality products and world-class customer support, ensuring your business runs smoothly. At National Machinery, we're more than just a company. We're your partner in precision, innovation, and success. Visit us online and see how we're shaping the future, one part at a time. At Vicek Orthodontics, they're all about creating confident, healthy smiles for every age. Dr. Vicek and the team use the latest techniques to make your orthodontic journey comfortable and effective. Discover the difference of personalized care and a smile you'll be proud to show off. Schedule your consultation with Vicek Orthodontics today. You're locked into the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Heart of Ohio Sports.
All right, welcome back to Sycamore, Ohio, here at Mohawk Warriors Field. Nate Mullins and Tommy Hall on the call with you here today. Jacob Ellis doing a great job on the camera. Thanks for tuning in here with us on the pulse of the Buckeye State. We start the third inning. Mohawk leading Seneca East 4-0. As Hunter Haynes on the mound for his third inning of work. As Tommy, I don't even think he's thrown 20 pitches yet. Yeah, he hasn't even thrown 15. 11 pitches through 2 innings. Just impressive. But these Tigers have had a very aggressive approach at the plate so far. Speaking of the Tigers, let's continue our starting lineups brought to you by our friends at UIS Insurance and Investments. For the Seneca East Tigers, batting leadoff, Braden Robinson, the second baseman. Batting in the 2-hole, Gunnar Polacek, the center fielder. Batting third, Nicholas Parks, the shortstop. Batting cleanup, Blake Bum, the right fielder. Batting fifth, Brady Bloom, the pitcher. Batting sixth, Colton Ayersman, the catcher. Batting seventh, Elliot Elkert, the first baseman. Batting eighth, Deacon Lacey, the DH. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Seneca East Tigers is the left fielder, Branson Fennell. And that's your starting lineups brought to you by our friends at UIS Insurance and Investments.
Elliot Elkert up, 1-1 count, sends one to the shortstop over to first, and he's going to have him, Nate.
Out number one. And Haynes is cruising right now. As he's set down the Tigers in order to this point. That'll bring up Deacon Lacey. Lacey batting 182 on the year.
I think this umpire makes the same noise for every call.
Whether it's a ball or a strike.
Yeah, he's got to pay attention if it's the point or the closed fist.
That's right. I love those calls. We had a guy the other day that had a really good call. Swung on and missed. Catcher up with it. Throws it down to first. And that's out number two.
And now will come out 2 down. Tigers chasing a 4-run lead.
I went in there for a strike. Nice pitch from Hunter Haynes. Tommy, he's been impressive so far. This young man brought his A game. That one bunted down the third base line. Third baseman, bare hands, throws to first. What a play by the third baseman. The barehanded snag and the throw over to first for the final out. Impressive play there. I believe that was Caleb Bish. I want to make sure I get his name right. Yes, Caden Bish over there at third base. Impressive play. And that's the final out in the top of the third. We head to the bottom half of the third inning. Still 4-0 Mohawk. Nate Mullins and Tommy Hall on the call with you here today. Jacob Ellis, what can you tell us about running camera? He's doing a great job. That's what I can tell you. Got somebody new starting with us this week, Tommy, a new camera operator. As we're opening up some more opportunities for some of the high school kids in the area.
I've noticed on our social medias and on our website, plenty of extracurriculars going on with Heart of Ohio Sports. The Student Spotlight. That's been I caught the premiere episode of that. I look forward to more of that down the pike as well, Nate.
We'll have the next episode of that this Sunday during the
already,
Heart of Ohio Spotlight show, which debuts this Sunday right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. It'll be a monthly show during the summer months, and then once we start back up with football, it'll transition into a weekly show. And we'll have a lot more information about that as we get going here. But look for that, and look for a lot more coming from here at Heart of Ohio Sports, as we're working on a lot of cool stuff behind the scenes right now.
You love pilot season here in Heart of Ohio Sports during the summer.
Right.
It's a chance to flex some new muscle and see what works, what doesn't.
That's right.
And thus far from what I've seen, you don't want to miss it. Tune in this Sunday for that.
This one fouled back and out of play, and boy, a parent did a great job at evading that one over here. Wish we could have got that on camera.
Into our laps here.
We got a little bit of rain going on here. Hopefully it's just a quick pass. Everybody here says, all right, we're dead. We good, we good. Must believe in their Warriors pretty heavily with this 4-0 lead.
Hit
That
by
one,
the pitch, though.
as Caden Bish wears that one. Tommy, we've had bad luck with
It's
the
become
hit by pitch this year.
It's become a war zone out here.
We do have tournament draws for each one of these teams, as we'll talk about that here in just a minute. Hopefully we can, this rain will just pass right by us here. Just a little spurt there, that's all it was, just a little spit. We're good.
I love the renovations or just the upkeep they've done to this ball field over here in Sycamore. The dugouts are painted beautifully.
Oh, absolutely. The logos on the back and on the sides of them, they're so crisp.
And you got your scoreboard out there.
Klaus Construction plays a huge part over here, as they're big backers in this area. They love their Warriors.
Oh, look at that one.
This one smacked back up the middle, base hit. And we'll have runners at first and second with nobody out.
Knocked the stitching out of that one.
And that'll bring up Ben Bogner. Bogner batting .333 on the year, 18 hits in 54 at-bats.
Definitely got to put some size on during this baseball season, too.
Yeah, it looks like it. That's probably just leftover from football, though, man. He had to put some weight on, take some of the hits he took this year. Tough kid.
A wild pitch allows runners to advance.
Now
Second and third.
Second and third, nobody out. And Bogner looking to add to his team-leading 20 RBI total. This one in the dirt. Erisman doing a nice job keeping it in front of him.
Trying to call his cousin Bump Bogner in for him as the DH.
That's good. That's good. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch from Bloom. That one misses, gets away, but the catcher able to get to it before the runner thinks about coming home.
You know, just some miscues behind home plate have actually cost the Tigers in some key situations here, Nate.
Yeah, because it's allowed runners to move into scoring position. That went in there for a strike. Bogner taking all the way on that 3-0 count. Tigers will have to face the Hopewell Loudon Chieftains at the beginning of the tournament. That matchup will take place on the 23rd of May. That'll be a home game for the Hopewell Loudon Chieftains. So that'll be live in Bascom. We hope to bring that one to you live and paywall free here on Heart of Ohio Sports, but that just depends on sponsors, folks. We just need the sponsors to cover it. What we do is not possible without sponsors. We got to pay bills. I'd love to be able to do this for free, but it's just not possible. Bloom comes set. And the first pitch is low. Bases loaded now, nobody out. Caleb Bish fouls that one off. 1-1 the count.
I thought that one hit him right in the forearm, but
off the bat. Just off the knob of the bat, I think. The 1-1. Up high. Bloom having some location issues here, trying to find the strike zone. There's a nice
that
pitch.
one in. Should be a 2-2 count now. No outs though for the Warriors. Bases loaded. Precarious position.
Yes, Brad, just so that you know, money talks. So if you want us to cover anything, you round up the sponsors for us, or at least send some sponsors our way that'd be willing to cover that. And yeah, we've covered MMA before. We've covered Little League football. I think we wouldn't have any issues covering bowling. Yeah, that'd be pretty fun, honestly. We could have some fun with that, Tommy. Like I said, it just all depends on sponsors. That's everything we do depends on sponsors. We don't have a big pile of money that we can pull from to do fun stuff with. Otherwise, we'd be doing a lot more. Trust me. This one hit into left field. It's going to go foul. And we'll come back and do it at 1-1.
That one carried with it.
Yeah. Bases are loaded and one out. Braylon Mulholland at the plate. He's 1 for 1 with an RBI. He'd like to add to that total here. This one fouled off to the right. And it's 1-2. The Warriors, they got a sectional bye, so no sectional matchup for them. They go straight to the districts, where they will await the winner of the 6th seed Mount Victory Ridgemont versus the 5th seed Plymouth. Their game will take place on the 29th, a 2 o'clock first pitch at Galleon High School. Nice.
That one stays fair.
Stays fair down the first base line, and that's going to be trouble. One run will score. 2 runs will score. Oh. And that's a 2 RBI single, giving him 3 on the day for Braylon Mulholland. And it's now 6-0 Mohawk. So runners at first and third, still just 1 out. You're in the bottom of the 3rd. Brad, if you don't mind, if you would send us, if you go to our website, there's an info, there's a contact information on there. If you don't mind just sending us your contact information through the contact form on our website, that'd be greatly appreciated. We'll get in touch with you as soon as we can. I'll send you all the information you need to be able to help out. Appreciate that very much.
Bloom sends that one careening. 1-1 count now.
Once again, that's heartofohiosports.com. That's some developments with our website recently as we'll be partnering with Buckeye IT. They'll be our new domain hosting partner. They'll be hosting the website for us and helping us with some new stuff we're rolling out. It's coming. It's coming. Got a lot of fun stuff down the pipeline. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed, but it gets away from the catcher. Ayresman to the plate. Not in time. Bogner scores. So because there was a runner at first there, Tommy, he couldn't run to first. That base has to be open in order for him to take off if the ball gets away from the catcher. There's rules to that. So, like, if the ball gets away from the catcher, you know how you still have to throw it down to first? That's only if that base is open. If that base isn't open, he's out. Doesn't matter. So that's why he stood there. I was wondering for a second, and then I'm like, oh, yeah, that's why, because he's out, because the base was occupied.
That inside baseball brought to you by with Nate Mullins there. Always keeping us abreast. What's going on here with the rules?
7-0 Mohawk. Going to update my score here. 2 down. Runner down at second base as Hunter Haynes at the plate. Haynes drawn 2 walks here today, scored a run. He's also mowed down the Seneca East batters through 3 innings. Just 19 pitches thrown, Tommy. 17 of them strikes. Whew. Here's the 3-0 count. And that one misses high. And Haynes draws his 3rd walk of the game. You could tell he was pretty frustrated. He wanted to swing, but didn't give him nothing to swing at. They know better. He's leading the team with that. He's got a 500 batting average on the year. Yeah, 509 batting average. I wouldn't give him anything to hit either. That's got to be frustrating if you're a guy like that. You got all the ability in the world, and nobody lets you hit the ball. That's how Barry Bonds felt for a long time.
Never pitched to ability.
That's right. This one smoked foul down the 3rd baseline.
Patrizi. He's gotten a hold of a few tonight. See Erskine coming on the inside for the pitch. That's where Bloom's going to work here, Nate.
That would be 10-0 after 5 would be the mercy rule, Barry. So if they were to score 10 runs after 5 innings, that would be the mercy rule.
Well, it's not like Seneca East bats haven't been alive here, Nate.
No,
it's just you got an aggressive infield that is gonna eat you up. It's one of the reasons why, again, they'll be awaiting an opponent in the district round, them being the Mohawk Warriors pronoun boy. Breaking my own rules.
Here's the 1-2. Swung on, just kind of slaps that one into right field, and the right fielder comes on to make the play for the final out. But the Warriors scratch across 3 more. It's 7-0 Mohawk. After 3, we'll step aside, take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
stop down to Benchwarmers in Tiffin or call it in for delivery. Fresh cut fries, locally sourced ingredients, and phenomenal service. Give the Tiffin store a call at 567-268-9268 and place your delivery order now. Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery. Why go to Lee's Floor Covering in Tiffin? Because at Lee's Floor Covering, they know that selecting the right flooring for your home can be overwhelming. They make choosing the right items for your home simple. At Lee's Floor Covering, they have one of the largest selections of floor covering in Northwest Ohio, including Abbey carpet and floor. Stop in and see for yourself what everyone raves about at Lee's Floor Covering in Tiffin. You're locked into the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Heart of Ohio Sports.
All right, welcome back to Warriors Field here in Sycamore, Ohio. Nate Mullins and Tommy Hall on the call with you here today. Jacob Ellis doing a great job on the main camera. As we come back here to start the fourth inning, Warriors lead 7-0. Tommy, if you don't mind, I want to thank our sponsors before we start this fourth inning here.
Absolutely, Nate. These sponsors bringing you high school baseball live and paywall free right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We want to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, National Machinery, Hope and Fostoria, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, UIS Insurance and Investments, Lee's Floor Covering, Vicek Orthodontics, Kuhn Sales and Service, Simonis Detailing, the Ohio Army National Guard, and Feasel's Frame and Collision, all proud sponsors bringing you high school baseball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. As the throw down the second brings up the top of the fourth.
And Hunter Haynes, once again, cruising through 3 innings. That pitch right there was just his 3rd ball thrown of the game. Swung on and missed. Top of the order here for the Tigers. Braden Robinson at the plate. Robinson, a .305 hitter on the year. Just a sophomore. Oh! Smacks that one into right field, and it's going to be foul, just foul.
Taking after his daddy there and tattooed that one. Right along the foul line, though.
Two balls, 2 strikes. That one hit to third. Shortstop up with it. Throws over to first, but that's not going to be in time as Robinson was
He's
blazing out the box.
quick with it.
So the first hit of the ball game and the first base runner for the Tigers comes here in the 4th inning. But that's what you need, Tommy. You need a few more of those, obviously. Got a long way to go, but you got to start somewhere.
You were getting too excited about the pitching here tonight, Nate.
There's some good pitching on display so far.
Yeah, brought it to a halt there.
Throw over to first is not in time. The Tigers had a very aggressive approach to start this one out. As Gunnar Polachek takes a swing and a miss at that one.
Well, that's the other thing is you don't really see Haynes, no funny business. I mean, he's just using that smoke cannon.
Yeah, he's just coming right at him.
Forcing the aggression.
Swung on, fouled back into the fence. And they got to watch Robinson over there. He's speedy. 15 stolen bases on the year. So they got to keep him honest. Swung on and missed. Polachek goes down swinging. And that's the first out here in the 4th inning. That'll bring up Nicholas Parks. Parks, a .297 hitter. 22 hits and 74 at-bats. This one gets away from the catcher and allows Robinson to scamper his way on over to second base. Stark contrast between these two pitchers, Tommy. Could you guess Brady Bloom's pitch count right now? Through three innings.
I'm going to say he's about 54.
83 pitches. 46 for strikes. He's faced 20 batters.
That does not seem like it's been that long of an outing.
Well, especially for a kid who's coming into this one, Tommy, all year he'd only given up 4 earned runs. He's given up 6 today. So you got to wonder, maybe the weather might have played a factor or something. I don't know. His mechanics were good. It didn't seem like he was finding the zone tonight.
Yeah, it was more of a control thing. And when you get guys on base, all you have to do is place the ball, and that's the way the game's played. I mean, like we talked about, when you're facing great pitching like what Haynes is displaying there, it forces you to attack, it buries you in a count, and then again those outs just come like that, and then before you know it, you're facing a 7-run lead here at the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah. And it does come quicker. I mean, it's the blink of an eye, and before you know it, it's like, wow,
again,
what happened?
Coming into this inning, what were 20 pitches by Haynes? Remarkable.
Oh! Parks slaps that one into center field, and the center fielder snags it. The relay from second to third is not going to be in time, but they'll have 2 outs here. Runner down at third base here in the top of the 4th. And that'll bring up Blake Bum. That went in there for a strike. Skips in the dirt. Catcher keeps it in front of him. I was watching this young man over in Bascom on Saturday morning, Lance Franker. He's pretty impressive behind the plate. He does a really nice job. Calls a good game. Keeps his pitchers under control. Does a nice job framing pitches, Tom. He's really good at framing. I've noticed that. He's got a knack for it. But as a former catcher, I mean, I only played through Little League, but take notice of stuff like that. And this young man, he's impressive. This one hit back up the middle off the glove of the shortstop, which will allow a run to score.
Robinson going to come on home here. Now the Tigers find a little bit of life here. 7-1 lead by the Warriors.
Oh, that was a nice pitch by Haynes right there. Whew. That one had some bend to it. Swung on and missed. No balls, 2 strikes here on Brady Bloom. Bloom, a .292 hitter, 14 hits and 48 at-bats. Watches that one outside. Haynes comes set. This one swung on, hit to center. Center fielder camps under it to make the play for the final out here in the top of the fourth. But the Tigers get one across. It's 7-1 Warriors. Nate Mullins, Tommy Hall on the call with you here today as we get ready to start the bottom half of the fourth inning. Warriors jumped all over the Tigers in the first. They got 3 more there in the third. But the Tigers got on the board. And you got to wonder how much longer of a leash they're going to give Brady Bloom here with 83 pitches coming out here in the fourth, Tommy. He's had some location issues. He's walked a few guys tonight. Take a look at his stats so far. 4 walks, 4 strikeouts, 6 earned runs, 6 hits allowed. It's been a frustrating day for him for sure. But right now, I think he's just got to come in here and just try to throw strikes. Put the ball over the plate. Give your, trust your defense. Give your defense a chance to make a play. Because I think coming in here with the attitude of trying to strike guys out right now, that's not going to work with 83 pitches. You're going to be quick to get out. Take a look at our Sky Cam, brought to you by our friends at Hope in Fostoria. Like I said, that's more of a backstop camera today, as the rain made me not want to put a camera outside of our tent here. That's why we got a little bit of a late start here. I got here, I looked at the big clouds that were rolling in, and I said, I better go back and get a tent. There's no way that I'm going to trust this not to rain today. That's what I get for trusting the Apple weather app. I said it wasn't going to rain until 8 o'clock. Then I look at the AccuWeather, and it's like, no, it's coming now. Bloom starts out Frankert with a ball inside. Yeah, I think that's one of the most frustrating things about doing this, Tommy, is... Ooh, that hit him. Yeah, that got him right off the forearm. One of the most frustrating things is when people call you radio. Jacob just said somebody saw him over there. Somebody says, oh, the radio's covering this one. It's like, no.
No, this takes effort.
I was going to say, we're a lot better than that. First pitch in there for a strike to Caleb Bish. I do want to make a correction. I said on Saturday that Mohawk was one of the best teams in Division 7. They're actually in Division 6. Or not, I'm sorry, Hopewell Loudon's in Division 6 because they play Seneca East. Mohawk's in Division 7, but I was mentioning Mohawk and Hopewell being 2 of the top teams, and realized that Hopewell's actually Division 6 this year. Is that one in there for a strike? I noticed Marion Local's Division 6 in baseball, but conveniently Division 7 in football. Wonder how that works out. Swung on and fouled back.
I think they got a 90% participation rate in,
right.
in baseball.
98% in football. The 2-2 up high. And it's full count here. And the first batter worked his way aboard thanks to a hit by pitch. And now, full count. Bish watched that one outside for a ball. And he earns himself aboard with a walk. So now runners at first and second with nobody out.
That pitch count just continues to mount for Bloom.
This one hit back up the middle. Under the glove of the shortstop. No play. And that will load the bases. Took a little bit of a wicked hop there, Tommy, as kind of bounced off the lip of the grass. Parks might have thought it was going to bounce a little higher than it did, but it went right under his glove. So bases loaded, nobody out for Ben Bogner. Bogner watches that one inside. Chance to really open this one up here, Tommy.
You ain't kidding. And Bogner's got the placement to do it. And now you see it pitch inside there.
Bogner's 1 for 1 on the day with a walk and a run scored.
Bloom's got to be careful here.
Yeah.
2-0 count.
This one back up the middle for a base hit. 1 run will score.
Rolls past
Center
the
fielder
shortstop.
gets away from him. 2 runs will score. And it's 9-1 Mohawk. Runners at first and second. Still nobody out. And Bloom will stay in the game here. Sitting at 97 pitches now, Tommy. He's really labored through this one for sure. Bish thought it hit him, but umpire says he didn't hear it or see it, so play on. 1-1 to count. You're on Caden Bish. Watches that one in there for a strike. Actually, this is Caleb Bish, sorry. Caleb Bish. Look back. Runner dives back to second. The 1-2 misses. Evens the count at 2-2. That one inside, and it's a full count now on Bish. Bish has went down swinging his first 2 times up, so he'd like to get a hold of one here, as he's one of only 2 on the roster without a hit today. And he watches that one and draws the walk.
Gonna load the bases again, Nate.
Bases loaded once again, still nobody out, as big Braylon Mulholland strolls to the plate. Mulholland, a .256 hitter, 11 hits in 43 at-bats. He's got 11 RBIs. And he'd like to add to that total. As today he's 2 for 2 with 3 RBIs. So put him at 14 on the year. But he's got a chance to really open this one up here. Foul down the third baseline. I tell you what.
Yeah, Coach Hawkins almost got
He almost got that one. Quick react there. The 1-1 up high. Bases loaded. Nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth. It's 9-1 Mohawk. Warriors at the plate. The 2-1 is low and inside, and it's now 3-1 on Mulholland.
Nice swing at this one.
And he watches that one. And a walk will score a run. And it's now 10-1 Mohawk.
Keeps bases loaded.
Bases stay loaded and still nobody out.
Now it's going to be that.
And we'll have a mound visit here as most likely a pitching change is in order. As Coach Bowerman walks to the mound. And he'll take the ball from Brady Bloom, and his day will be done. Closes the book on him through 3 innings, 108 pitches, 8 earned runs, 7 hits, 7 walks, 4 strikeouts. Just a tough day at the office.
Yeah, you have about everything working against you today. You're playing against a top-seeded team, which is getting ready for tournament ball. Then you got the elements you face it against on a windy, blustery May day. Yeah, we're in that first and third inning. That's where really things started to open up. There's only so many jams you can get out of. We talked about those tournament draws as we get ready for the back 9 of the season here. Mohawk in Division 7 Northwest, the 6th district, the number 1 seed. Again, they'll be playing on the 29th district semifinal versus the winner of Plymouth and Mount Victory Ridgemont. While these Seneca East Tigers, they're in Division 6. They'll head to that Northwest district as the 6th seed. Play Hopewell Loudon, the 2nd seed, on the 23rd. Still a lot of baseball left, though, here on Heart of Ohio Sports. And again, if you want to get involved or want to get your name added to the sponsor list, get a hold of us.
Absolutely.
BoostBroadcasting@gmail.com or contact Nate Mullins. As again, the tournament baseball time, that's when things really start to heat up. And we got some great teams that we expect to make some pretty deep runs around the area, Nate.
Absolutely. Steady rain about 30 minutes away. All right, well, hopefully. As that one in there for a strike. Luke Mason takes over on the mound for the Tigers.
And don't worry, if the weather starts to pick up here, folks, we will probably preempt this one.
Yep.
And we'll get you some live updates.
With the weather the way it looks this week, I knew we have to try to get these games in if we have a chance. So, because for whatever reason, Mother Nature's just not been cooperative this year for baseball at all. Like, I don't understand why we keep getting so much rain.
Trust me,
And it's only during the baseball games. It doesn't rain during the day. It doesn't rain during the morning or afternoon. It's only from 5 to 8 o'clock. It's just getting frustrating.
And I've
had to reschedule like 6 games this year.
Well, not a great season for a baseball announcer and motorcycle salesman.
Yeah. This one hit foul down the first base side. Base is still loaded, nobody out, 2-2 count. That one up high, and it's 3-2. Elias Magallanes at the plate, our player of the game from Saturday. Swung on and missed. Mason got him to chase that one.
That one sent right down the middle.
Hunter Haynes at the plate. The 0-1 swung on, fouled off, and it's 0-2. Yeah, I just told Jacob to go grab the pitch cam because it's not that this rain's coming, so. Not looking good, folks. It's right on top of us right now, so.
Hit by the pitch.
And that will score a run here as Bogner comes in to score. Warriors take an 11-1 lead now.
Excuse me.
Bases stay loaded. Still nobody out. Or just one out. Sorry, one out. There is one out. Forgot to record it on my end. First one to Patrizi upstairs. 11-1 Mohawk. Luke Mason comes set. Here's the pitch. Outside. 2-0 the count on Patrizi. That one misses outside. It's 3-0. Yeah, this ain't no joke. It's coming. The 3-0 is in there for a strike. In the dirt, Patrizi draws a walk, and that'll score another run for the Warriors. It's now 12-1. Bases stay loaded. In there for a strike to Lance Frankert. Frankert, a .244 hitter on the year. 11 hits in 45 at-bats.
Smash.
Smacks that one into right field. The right fielder under it makes the catch. The throw in is not in time. Runner will tag from third and score, as it's now 13-1 Mohawk. And now runners at first and third with 2 outs. Thanks, Jacob. That one up high. Caden Bish at the plate. Bish, a .370 hitter on the year. Leads the team with 3 home runs and 17 RBIs. Also leads the team in walks with 16 on the year. .534 on-base percentage. This one fouled straight back and hopefully clears the blue car. Yep, it did. We're good.
2 down, runners on the corners. 1-1 count. Mohawk with a commanding 13-1 lead here, Nate.
1 ball, 1 strike. That one in the dirt. And it's now 2-1 here. And yeah, these Warriors, Tommy, they look like they're just tuned up and ready to go for postseason play. In there to even the count at 2-2. Strike 3. And that's the end of the 4th inning. Nice strikeout there by Luke Mason to end the inning. But the Warriors do some damage. They lead 13-1 as we head to the 5th inning. We'll be back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome to your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
Welcome back to Warriors Field here in Sycamore, Ohio. Nate Mullins and Tommy Hall on the call with you here today. Jacob Ellis doing a great job on the main camera here for us. Thanks for tuning in as we start this 5th inning. Warriors all over the Tigers, 13-1. And Tigers down to potentially their final 3 outs here, Tommy.
Very well looks to be that way. Man, that was just a rough end to that 4th inning, Nate.
Yeah.
It really was. It was like, you know, you had the pitching change, but it was almost too little too late at that point, it felt like, as had a little bit of a struggle there as that inning just would not end.
And it just kept going and going and going. It just felt like it was going forever.
That's the thing, the loaded base jam, it's such a ugly thing to try to work out of.
Yeah.
And work back from.
Especially when you get into that with nobody out. It's like, man,
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
it just feels like,
It never ends.
yeah.
So much to account for.
Let me see if I can take this up a little bit more this way.
Oh, we gotta knock that out.
There we go. Try to keep that more in the center. That's better. Let's take a moment and thank all of our sponsors for allowing us to bring this broadcast to you live and paywall free from Sycamore, Ohio. We'd like to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, National Machinery, Hope and Fostoria, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, UIS Insurance and Investments, Lee's Floor Covering, Vicek Orthodontics, Kuhn Sales and Service, Simonis Detailing, the Ohio Army National Guard, and Feasel's Frame and Collision. This one hit foul down the third base side. Colton Ayersman at the plate. A lot of youth on this Tigers baseball team, as Ayersman sends this one back up the middle for a base hit. As between him and Brayton Robinson and a couple other younger kids, this experience is going to pay off big time down the road, Tommy.
And again, it's a pretty decent ball club.
Absolutely. And they're always well coached. Coach Bowerman does just such a phenomenal job over there. Swung on and missed. Runner down at first base. Nobody out. That one in there for a strike, and it's 0-2 here. I think this is Gage Sumner. And that's a swing and a miss. Strike three. Sumner goes down. And that will bring up Deacon Lacey.
That one just sent in there.
I mean, he's just,
Signed, sealed, delivered.
he's rocking and firing at this point. Working with a 12-run lead. It's got to be feeling a lot of confidence right now. This one a pitch out to the outside. Evens the count, 1-1. Ayersman down at first base. One out. Here's the 1-1. In there for a strike. It's 1-2. Swung on and missed. Throw down to second is not in time. And that's out number 2. Gonna put a runner at second base. This one fouled off to the right. Branson Fennell at the plate. The 0-1 in the dirt. Nice stop by the catcher there.
Wild pitch gets away from him. 1-1 count, 2 down.
This one popped up on the infield. Pitcher ranges over to make the play, and that's the final out. Warriors come away with a win here in front of the home crowd, defeating the rival Tigers 13-1. We'll step aside, take a quick timeout. We'll come back and wrap things up very quickly before this rain comes in. And once again, thanks for tuning in here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We'll be back with the postgame show brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back after this.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. At Kuhn Sales and Service, we've got everything you need for outdoor power, sales, parts, and repairs. Family owned and operated since 1979, our friendly, knowledgeable team is here to help you find the perfect equipment, no matter the season. Make Kuhn Sales and Service your first stop for outdoor power equipment. You'll be glad you did. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. For over 150 years, National Machinery in Tiffin has been setting the standard in metal forming technology. Our innovative cold forming machinery is trusted by industries worldwide, from automotive to aerospace. We pride ourselves on delivering top quality products and world-class customer support, ensuring your business runs smoothly. At National Machinery, we're more than just a company. We're your partner in precision, innovation, and success. Visit us online and see how we're shaping the future, one part at a time. At Vicek Orthodontics, they're all about creating confident, healthy smiles for every age. Dr. Vicek and the team use the latest techniques to make your orthodontic journey comfortable and effective. Discover the difference of personalized care and a smile you'll be proud to show off. Schedule your consultation with Vicek Orthodontics today. You're locked into the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Heart of Ohio Sports. Stop down to Benchwarmers in Tiffin or call it in for delivery. Fresh cut fries, locally sourced ingredients, and phenomenal service. Give the Tiffin store a call at 567-268-9268 and place your delivery order now. Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery. Why go to Lee's Floor Covering in Tiffin? Because at Lee's Floor Covering, they know that selecting the right flooring for your home can be overwhelming. They make choosing the right items for your home simple. At Lee's Floor Covering, they have one of the largest selections of floor covering in Northwest Ohio, including Abbey Carpet and Floor. Stop in and see for yourself what everyone raves about at Lee's Floor Covering in Tiffin. You're locked into the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Heart of Ohio Sports. For over 150 years, National Machinery in Tiffin has been setting the standard in metal forming technology. Our innovative cold forming machinery is trusted by industries worldwide, from automotive to aerospace. We pride ourselves on delivering top quality products and world-class customer support, ensuring your business runs smoothly. At National Machinery, we're more than just a company. We're your partner in precision, innovation, and success. Visit us online and see how we're shaping the future, one part at a time. At Kuhn Sales and Service, we've got everything you need for outdoor power, sales, parts, and repairs. Family owned and operated since 1979, our friendly, knowledgeable team is here to help you find the perfect equipment, no matter the season. Make Kuhn Sales and Service your first stop for outdoor power equipment. You'll be glad you did. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome to Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
All right, welcome back. Live here at Mohawk Warriors Field. Nate Mullins and Tommy Hall on the call with you here today, and Jacob Ellis did a great job on the main camera. 13-1 was your final score, Mohawk over the Warriors. And I'll tell you what, Tommy, this one, the Warriors really put it on display today. They came out to prove that they are one of the top teams in Division 7, and they put it all on. Is there any more doubt? Is there any doubt at all that this team could compete with any team in Division 7 right now?
Well, that was the thing. These Mohawk Warriors put it on display, and they didn't even show their full hand. Tremendous pitching job on the mound today by Hunter Haynes, and
that was his stats for the Mulholland's stats.
And did a tremendous job as Mohawk Warrior bats came alive, 13-1, dispatching of the Seneca East Tigers. And Nate, I got to tell you, this one, like I said, was a statement game for these Mohawk Warriors as they dispatched the rival, but also got themselves comfortable here in the back nine of the season as we get ready for tournament play.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right, Tommy. It's about getting comfortable this time of year. And, you got to get into your comfort zones as quick as you can. And I'll tell you, Hunter Haynes wasted no time getting into his comfort zone tonight, man. He settled in, and really, there was no doubt about it. Once he set down those first three hitters, you knew he was coming. He was bringing it. And he meant business tonight. Put the Tigers away in quick work, and they kind of knew they had to today, Tommy, because the weather's rolling in, and they didn't want any chance at the Tigers slipping away. They caught the Tiger by the toe.
Absolutely, as again, pitching jam by Bloom. He pitched over 100 pitches here tonight, but also when you had so much between the bases with the Mohawk Warriors, that allowed key contributions that eventually led to the Mohawk Warriors picking up this victory tonight. And as we get ready to name our player of the game, Nate, those stats really stick out when we talked about the movement between the bases and guys that really made an impact in tonight's game. So tonight we're going to give our Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery Player of the Game, Brady Mulholland, who's 2 at-bats, able to have 4 RBIs off those 2 hits, Nate, and actually put this one out of reach for the Seneca East Tigers. As we, again, got the rain moving in on us, so we're trying to do our best. But Braylon Mulholland, our Benchwarmers Player of the Game, so congratulations to that young man as these Mohawk Warriors get ready for the post-tournament or postseason. One more time, Mohawk in the Division 7 Northwest District will be the number 1 seed. Their first tournament game will be a district semifinal against the winner of Plymouth and Mount Victory Ridgemont. And then for these Seneca East Tigers, they're in Division 6. They're going to be in the Northwest District as the number 6 seed. We'll expect their tournament game on 5/23. In a sectional final at Hopewell Loudon, the number 2 seed in Division 6. So, Nate, again, we'll wrap this one up and get out of here. We still got more baseball on the menu for the regular season, so you don't want to miss out on that. Best way to do so, like and subscribe to our channels. Go to our YouTubes, go to Facebook, like, subscribe. You want to subscribe because, again, with the new Facebook rules, these broadcasts are taken down after 30 days. So if you want to relive this one and all of our baseball classics, we implore you to go subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you'll also get live updates when Heart of Ohio Sports is streaming, so you don't ever have to miss a game. But until then,
isn't that convenient?
absolutely. Again, Heart of Ohio Sports, there's a reason why we are the pulse of the Buckeye State. We keep our finger on the pulse, and bring these games to you live and paywall free. So we can't thank you enough one more time for sticking with us through this one. The Mohawk Warriors dispatched the Tigers 13-1. We want to thank Jacob Ellis for braving the elements, getting a little wet for us, and getting his hustling his bustles to get this stuff torn down.
He did a great job, honestly. Like, I can't thank Jacob enough for everything he does. But today, boy, he really came through in the clutch. Because, had a lot of fires to put out today.
Yeah. And Nate, it was great being back on the call with you for Monday Night Baseball. There's a reason why Nate is #1 in the biz. And I can't be more proud to be alongside you, as you're also the #1 guy at tearing this stuff down. So I want to thank Nate Mullins. I want to thank all of you at home. Our thoughts to Austin Rodriguez and her family. I'm Tommy Hall for Nate Mullins and Jacob Ellis. We'll catch you on down the road.
Let's thank our sponsors one more time, and then we'll take off, folks. We want to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, National Machinery, Hope in Fostoria, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, UIS Insurance and Investments, Lee's Floor Covering, Vicek Orthodontics, Kuhn Sales and Service, Simonis Detailing, the Ohio Army National Guard, and Feasel's Frame and Collision. Once again, your final score, 13-1 for Jacob Ellis and Tommy Hall. I'm Nate Mullins, signing off from Warriors Field